Okay, so you might be wondering, hey, this isn't Persona 5 Royal. What happened to that? Well, I learned that Persona 5 Royal stops recording with this feature of the PS4 after a certain day. So we're gonna put that on hold until the time that I get a capture card. So until then, I'm gonna be playing Bloodstained Ritual of the Night because I recently beat the game and found it quite fun. And I wanted to share this experience with you guys. Even though this is a super old game, and I'm sure a lot of you have already played it, so whatever. So I'm gonna get started.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demon. Countless innocents died, and though the Church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shard binders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jebel, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jebel is the architect of this new, blood-stained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
I know. I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to... there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jeeble is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I have the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on. Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
Aw, shit.
I'll take care of it.
So, I kind of fucked up the reveal, but this is gonna be New Game Plus. So, may as well just,
Is that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
I know my body's limits better than anyone, and I'm going to need all the power I can get. And if I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
oh right, I don't have double jump. I'm not, so I played a little bit of New Game Plus before this, just to see what things are, and the most difficult thing is probably getting used to not having the movement abilities that you get later on in the game. Like, you have an accelerator at least, but you don't have your double jump, you don't have your dive jump, you don't have a lot of things. So yeah. During the bosses, I am gonna try to go for the medals. The medals being the thing that you get when you beat the boss without taking damage.
This looks suspicious.
Do I have a fire spell on me? I have many. How about 8-bit fireball? So anyway, how you guys been doing? Honestly, I'm just talking to myself at this point, but whatever. I'm good at talking to myself. I don't know what that says about me, but whatever. Stop judging me. Okay, ready for some cool shit? Zawardo! And then there's also Kamehameha Black that you can just do this with, which is the best thing. There's also like a more standard looking Kamehameha. If I use this is the one. Yeah, this is the actual Kamehameha. I mean, it's not really called Kamehameha, and it doesn't really function like a Kamehameha, but it's the Kamehameha. And this is less powerful than Void Ray, which is the Kamehameha Black. But it's still cool! And fun. It even makes the sound of Zawardo, just... I love it. And then combine that with, combine that with Chisel Barrage and your Dio, because fuck, I forget the words. But you can also combine Zawardo with Chisel Barrage in a different way, because it doesn't just stop the projectiles in the middle of their path. It also can do this. And the damage just stacks and stacks. They can be dead by now, and it'll still keep on stacking until you release the L1 button. Right here is the best spell in the game. Summon Hellhound. It's really good. And then if you do this, by just mashing triangle and circle, you can release 2 at once. If you use Zawardo, that is a giant hitbox that does 1,000 damage per tick. It's absurd. I'll show that off later. In fact, I'll show that off right now. Look at that damage. Look at that, just tick, 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 tick. Dead. Combine Zawarda with Zahando, and you get this. You just delete things. Oh, you want play? You want play? You want play? My summon does the work for me. The power! The power! I got a fire bat.
Arise, myself and my shadow! Arise, myself and my shadow! Testiosius!
So here's where I'm gonna save, and hopefully I'm gonna get the So, here's the part where I might... I guess I could just get the medals off screen. If I don't get them during the stream.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Sheeple, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are. Very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right.
Mute myself real quick.
Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken. Convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me... Our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Master Jeeble, we must return.
Yes. Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me. Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Gregory. We're leaving.
Jeeble, wait!
Tentacle monster. Why is it have tits? I don't know, I'm complaining, but still. Need Office. And then
Congratulations!
there's the guitar medal! Well then, looks like I didn't need to worry.
Just a flicker. That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
Bloodstained.
We're here.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble summoned?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are...
I didn't mean to skip that dialogue. Whoops.
Thank you, Miriam. You know who I am. And that means...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me. As you can see, I know a thing or two about expelling demons.
An exorcist. Then we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
This game... I love this game. It's a great game. I didn't realize that that was in there. she just says something that was... And that was... Whatever.
And
you know
the
what?
church
Whatever.
Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important. But you should tell
Nuns
us what
don't
you mean.
dress like that.
Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger. But she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jeeble is responsible for summoning the castle.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder after exactly 10 years.
You're right, it is strange. But the church doesn't get to drag Miriam into this just because the timing is odd.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jeeble my word that I would stop him. What happened here only strengthens my resolve.
Do they ever go into that?
Thank you, Miriam.
When?
I
Why?
am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
Pardon me?
Oh, hello there. Are you all right? We didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm all right, thank you.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name! Anne, you shouldn't be out here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Come on, this way. I did some looking around before, and this place seems secure.
Yes, agreed.
Johannes, you, Anne, and I will remain here. We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
What? We can't ask her to brave the castle alone.
Don't be foolish. She is trained in combat. Are you? We would only get in the way.
That's not the point.
I'll be fine, Johannes. Please don't worry.
All right. But we'll be here if you need us.
Let's not waste any time. We have a lot to do.
Come back if you need anything. I'll get a workshop running so I can perform alchemy for you.
Thank you, Johannes.
I know you're strong, but be careful.
I will.
So usually that takes a absolute ass ton of MP to use, but I have a certain item called Jeebel's Glasses, which makes every spell free.
Take this! Take this! Take this! Take this! Oh! Take this! Take this! Take this! Take this!
Anyway.
Miriam, welcome. Since this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about the supply post.
Please.
I have made arrangements so you can buy and sell items here. I would have liked to provide what you need for free, but seeing as we are largely cut off from the church's funds out here, I will need money in order to keep the supply post stocked. I hope you don't mind paying.
No, I understand. I appreciate you doing what you can.
I can also buy shards from you, if you no longer need them.
Wait, is trade in demon shards even allowed?
Of course. The church would sooner gather them up and make certain they are purified. I am not permitted to sell them, but I can buy them off you. You may want to keep extras, since possessing multiple shards of the same type amplifies its power, but there is a limit to how far that can go. And more importantly, if you carry a large number of shards, your body's corruption
may accelerate, but I'll find a way to deal with that myself.
I still recommend selling your shards as a means of making money.
All right. I know you're looking out for me.
I think that explains everything. Now, would you like to have a look around? What are you looking to buy?
See, I have a lot of things. I'm gonna buy waystones because they're useful.
What are you looking to sell? Oh, I forgot to give this to you. It's the key to the building. You can use it to explore further in.
Thank you.
I invited the other survivors inside where it's safe. They all have troubles that need resolving, if you can spare them the time.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Come back anytime. I'll be praying for you.
Oh, hello, miss. Oh, you're looking fit as ever. So there are still demons outside. Oh, they're so scary. Oh, hello. I hope you're ready to loosen those purse strings. Oh, hello.
Did you forget something?
Okay.
Thank you. My, you'll give... Thank you. My, you're giving me a lot of attention on this visit. Thank you.
Ah, here she is. You have to marvel at the church's resources. Look at what they've provided for us.
I know, it's incredible.
So, what I can do for you here in the workshop is take materials you bring me and transmute them into new items. But the alchemy is easier to show you than explain. Here, I have some materials we can use, so let's try transmuting them. What are we transmuting this time?
Yeah, can't really make anything particularly good. If I had some more cashmere, maybe.
I'll go with this. 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 I'll go with this.
Once I've transmuted an item, I'll pass it on to Dominique, so she can carry it at the supply post for you.
That's the most useful thing.
I'll do my best to inform you of what items you can make from what materials. But when it comes to items I don't know about, you'll have to find a formula for me and bring it here.
I understand.
Also, the demon crystal you've obtained, the shards, those can be transmuted the same way as items. Each shard requires specific materials, but it's worth it to make your shards more useful. Try it when you get the chance.
I think I will.
Also, neither one of us has been eating well. No wonder, considering the struggle we've been through to survive. If you bring me the ingredients, I can use alchemy to prepare meals for us. With proper nutrition and a varied diet, you have the potential to get much stronger.
Eating new food for the first time will provide Miriam with stat boost. Yeah, that's extremely useful. So in the bottom right is the food bonuses that you get. It gets good. Especially the MP Quick Charge. I highly recommend you focus on those because that makes it so that your MP regen is more regen. Shit.
You there? It was awful. Those monsters came out of nowhere. We ran for dear life.
Where are the others?
Dead, most of them. My dear husband included. Those devils have to pay. Those murderers. You look strong, miss. I'm begging you. Help me.
If it's within my power.
Oh, thank you. My name's Lindsay. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, I'll gather whatever information I can about the monsters that wronged us. I want you to hunt down the monsters and take vengeance on them. The efforts won't go unrewarded, I promise you that.
All right. I'll do it.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
So, this one, Avenge the Death of Julius. It tells you to target Iga. Iga is short for what's his name? It's short for the developer's first name or name. Basically, it's DLC that lets you fight against the main developer as a boss that you put in, and it gives you the Sword Whip, which is a decently cool weapon, although not all that powerful in my personal opinion. And then this is a standard one.
Help my husband.
Got any
Here's what
Iga
I've
is
turned
like
up
a
on.
super boss.
Help kill those murderers dead!
Waystone. I have too many.
I'm glad me fields are rid of those monsters. But they're in a terrible state. I'll need to replant everything.
What will you grow?
Oh, I haven't decided yet. Where are my manners? I'm Harry.
Miriam.
Tell me, Miriam, do you have anything I might be able to grow? Because if you let me do the farming, I'll give you your share of the harvest, and you won't even have to lift a finger.
Oh, all right. I'll keep an eye out.
Good. I'll be waiting in the fields.
Awesome. Close my eyes. Potato.
Can you plant this?
Sure, I'll get to work.
What a bloodbath. We were slaughtered. But you're not like us. You're strong. I saw you fighting.
Oh, it was more luck than skill.
Oh, humble too. My name is Abigail. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, might I ask you a favor? I want to give the dead a proper burial.
Of course.
But that's not going to be possible for some. In the very least, though, I'd like to bury some keepsake for each of them. A Valkyrie like you should have no trouble finding such things. Can I count on you? I'll see that you're rewarded.
I'd be happy to do it.
Thank you. Then, let me show you.
Yeah, do that.
Thank you.
Already have one.
How are you?
Here's what you asked for.
This is it. That's one more villager we can lay to rest. Here's your reward.
Come on.
This is the keepsake
Right.
Ring! That's also quite easy.
How are you?
I think I might already have it still. That's heads up, or is it? I don't have a standard ring. Give me a second. I feel like that's slower. No, it's not.
Staying up. What are we transmuting this time?
I'll go with this. Johan.
It started when the interests of the rich shifted away from the spiritual and esoteric in favor of more material investments. The alchemist's research was expensive. The guild members didn't want to lose their wealthy patrons. So they warned again and again that demons would come if people let go of their spirituality. But people don't change that easily. So the alchemists took a more drastic measure.
You mean us? The Shardbinders?
Yes. It shames me that I was even connected to what they did. But at least you have the facts of it.
It's all right. Thank you for telling me.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably end the stream after the second boss. Because I actually do have to go to work tomorrow. I keep on forgetting that I need to like actually do things the way the game intended instead of just using movement abilities. So I don't have those movement
Here's what
abilities
you
anymore.
asked for.
This is it. This is the key.
Right.
Brigandine.
Thank you. Hello.
Huh. Well, I'm not gonna go out of my way for this. I'll probably do it off screen in terms of actually getting the things, and then I'll actually give them to her on screen. Just so you know, it is possible to do it without the accelerator. This is fast travel. Can't go anywhere yet because you don't have any. You haven't gone to any other fast travel rooms. Oh, wait, I know how to do this. You have to open that from the inside. And what a let me just, by the way, Fedora gives me infinite bullets. Oh wait, isn't there a, thing? Yeah, there we go. Usually you would need to get a movement ability, but, you know, New Game Plus makes things a lot easier. Just so you know, down here, if you go down... What the fuck? Is it still going? What the shit? Oh, god damn it. No. What the shit? Can you still hear me? What the shit? Yeah, you can. It crashed. What the fuck? Okay.